Are we ready? Okay. Hi, I'm Sheri Ann Richerson, and I am the co-author of the Tropical Lover's Heart. And I grow Theobroma cacao, and my Indiana home is a fantastic house plant. This is the cacao trees. These are all different pods, different varieties. And so the first thing you have to do once these are ripe is cut these open and nuts are really thick. And this is what they actually look like inside. Now, in tropical countries, kids will grab these seeds and they will, the white stuff off of them is like candy. Monkeys will break these pods open and scoop out seeds because they're really sweet to them and they really like them. On the front cover of my book, we have a boa constrictor that has made a nest inside of one of the pods. Raft will make inside of one of the pods. So then we'll get in and get all the seeds out and then just nest it. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to have down here some seeds that you can play calm with instructions so that you can grow your own little tree if you want. And I am also going to tell you now, these are my trees. This is a 5-year-old tree in my living room. These are the flowers that the tree produced. This is what the pods look like. So this is completely doable, but you do have to hand pollinate by using a paintbrush and going along all the flowers and just brushing just like you was painting them. So this tree, it was planted in spring from seed. So that gives you an idea of the growth. You can control their size. You can prune them. They like shade. So part of what is wrong with my tree here is I gave it too much sun to my grow lights. I let it touch my grow lights. It didn't get it transplanted in time. And so that is what has happened to this tree. But it's coming out of it, as you can see. It will be fine. So if your tree turns a little bit brown on the edges, it's not enough humidity. If it starts to go like this, it's too much light. Move it into a shadier area of your house. It does not need sun. Sun will actually introduce disease into Theobroma cacao. So now if you're going to make chocolate, once you get your pods, you're going to make chocolate. I put my beans inside of quart jars normally. And I put them in my sous vide at 95 degrees for 3 days. What? In my sous vide machine. Okay. It's a little machine that circulates water so that your water is always moving into steaks and things like that in higher end restaurants. I have one because I wanted to do that at home and it works for my fermentation. The key is to keep the beans at 95 degrees exactly for 3 days. Stirring them once a day to mix everything up. On your 4th day, I raised my temperature to 125 degrees and I continued fermenting until day 7. I cut one of my oven. It was dark inside. It had what looked like a shiny center, but it was not a liquid at all. It was just the appearance. And then I put mine in my dehydrator. I set 95 degrees for 12 hours. I stirred them up a couple times during that time, but I just let it run. I let them sit overnight. The next day, I set 95 degrees for 12 hours again. I have a dehydrator that has the max fan on it, so it blows across. I stirred them up a couple times, and I repeat the process after that 4 hours at a time, letting it set, and then another 4 hours for about a week until my beans were dry. This is a double fermented dried beet because I heard about double fermentation being a new thing in chocolate making. So I decided to try it at home. So I took my dried beets and I put them in my jars, in my same jars, and I added homemade vanilla. I added cinnamon sticks. I added whole nutmeg. I added an allspice. And I started my fermentation process again. I used a little water, a little honey for my liquids to get things going. And I fermented these again for 7 days, same process. Dumped them in the dehydrator, dehydrated them, same process. And then I put them in the oven and I roasted those at 400 degrees for 30 minutes because I wanted dark roast. You can leave 350 to 400, 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how deep of the roast you want. Then I cooled them. I broke one open. This is what they look like. Broke open. This is also what they look like broke open. This is the cacao here. So you're going to go from your bean to your nib. I tasted them. I picked up a little bit of vanilla taste. I also picked up less bitterness than after the first ferment. So it definitely, what I did, seemed to mellow the beans out. The next step is to grind your beans. I have a special sing-sing machine. It has to be a special one or it cannot handle these nibs. Yes. So you turn the nibs into chocolate liqueur. If you have a mellager, then you move into the mellager and the mellager will run for several days. Chocolate, blending the chocolate, creating chocolate. Either way, after grinding or refining, whichever way you go, need to temper the chocolate. And then you can hold it. This is a molded candy bar that I made without a mellager from juicing, tempering, and pouring. You can see that it's gritty because I have a way to give it, but it tastes really good. So it was very much worth doing without the extra piece of it. And the idea behind this second fermentation is that you can pour your chocolate as 100% chocolate, and you have pure chocolate to eat, which is healthier for you, and you don't dilute it by adding all the extra ingredients. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. Are there any questions? Really, to go from planting it in spring till there's a pot. 5 years. You may get flowers after 3. You may get flowers after 3. May get a pod. 3rd year, maybe. But about 5 on average. So, cool. Yeah. And they make like a lovely iPad. People pick up the seeds and give it their plant to nursery call because they wanted something this year. And just fine. Cool. Yeah, and so long as literally, if you even just take the gray flour, grave the weeds, if that's all. Interesting. Yeah. Thank you. You're very welcome.